Hello everyone. Today's topic is plasma protein. If you like this video, please like, comment and subscribe my channel and also share it with your friends. So let's start. First of all, what is plasma? Plasma is a clear liquid part of blood. So in our blood, plasma is a clear and liquid part of our blood. It is mainly reddish yellow color and it contains 91 to 92% of water and 8 to 9% of gaseous and solid substance. So in our plasma there is 91 to 92% water and 8 to 9% of gaseous and solid substance. Then the definition of plasma protein. What is plasma protein? Plasma protein are the proteins that is found in our blood plasma that perform critical function for maintaining the body's health. So plasma protein mainly it is a type of the protein that is found in our plasma and it perform critical function for maintaining the health of our body. Then the types of the plasma protein. It can divide it into three types. First one serum albumin, second serum globulin and third fibrinogen. Please note that fibrinogen is absent in blood serum because it is converted into fibrin during blood clotting. You see that I write serum albumin, serum globulin and only fibrinogen, not serum fibrinogen, because fibrinogen is absent in our blood serum because in the time of the blood clotting, it can converted into the fibrin. Then there is some properties of plasma protein. First, molecular weight. The molecular weight of albumin is 69,000, globulin 1,56,000 and in the fibrinogen it is almost 4 lakh. So the molecular weight of the fibrinogen is high than the globulin and less in case of albumin. Then the specific gravity. The specific gravity of plasma protein is almost 1.026. Then the third property is oncotic pressure. Normally, the oncotic pressure of blood plasma is 25 mmHg. Osmotic pressure exerted by the protein in the plasma are called colloidal osmotic pressure or colloidal oncotic pressure. So, in the osmotic pressure, it is exerted by the protein in our plasma and it's called colloidal osmotic pressure or colloidal oncotic pressure. Albumin plays a major role in exerting osmotic pressure or oncotic pressure. Then buffer action. Acceptance of hydrogen is called buffer action. Plasma protein have 1 by 6 of total buffering action of the blood. Then the percentage of total protein. First albumin, it occupies almost 55%. Then globulin, it occupies 38% and fibrinogen, it is almost 7%. Then blood pressure. Plasma protein are responsible for blood pressure. The normal value of plasma protein is 25 mmHg, where fibrinogen plays a major role in the blood pressure. Then water solubility. They are the soluble in water because of the polar residue like NH2 and COOH are present. In the acidic condition, NH2 act as a base and it converted into the NH3, and in the alkaline pH COOH it act as a acid. It is converted into COO minus and hydrogen are removed and try to maintain our acid and base balance in our body. Then electrophoretic mobility. It acts as a ion in alkaline solution and cation in the acidic solution. Due to their properties, they process electrophoretic mobility. Then the origin of plasma protein. First, in embryo. In the embryonic stage, the plasma protein are synthesized by the mesenchyme cell. The albumin are synthesized first and then the other protein are synthesized. Then in adult. In adult, plasma protein are mainly synthesized by reticuloendothelial cell of the liver and it is also synthesized from spleen, bone marrow, disintegrating blood cell and general tissue cells. Then please note mainly albumin and globulin are originate from liver and alpha and beta globulin originate from liver and also spleen, and gamma globulin are mainly originate from B lymphocytes. Then the separation of plasma protein. Plasma protein are separated by the several method like precipitation method, electrophoretic method, salting out method, ultracentrifugation method, Cones fraction precipitation method, gel filtration chromatography method, immunoelectrophoretic method. In this video, I will not discuss about the details of this method. If you want to know about the separation method of blood plasma, please comment it and I will make another video about this. Then the normal value of plasma protein. First, the normal value of total protein is 7.3 gram per dl, approximately 6 to 8%. Then serum albumin, it is 4 to 7 gram per dl. Serum albumin 2.3 gram per dl and fibrinogen 0.3 gram per dl. Then it is the most important point that the albumin and globulin ratio is 2:1. Please note that the ratio between plasma level of albumin and globulin, it is the most important indicator for identification of any liver and kidney disease. So the maintenance of albumin globulin ratio 2:1 is most important for our body, because if it is increased or decreased, several types of disease or condition occurs in our body. There is some condition when albumin and globulin ratio increase. The condition include thyroid disease, mainly hyperthyroidism, when the level of the thyroid hormone is increased. Then kidney disease, infection, hypogammaglobulinemia, excess of the glucocorticoid. This is the most common condition when albumin and globulin ratio become increased. Then the condition when albumin and globulin ratio become decreased: swelling, hair loss, dried skin, diarrhea, vomiting, liver dysfunction, nephrosis. And in the several conditions like hepatitis B, hepatitis C, HIV, AIDS, when our albumin globulin ratio become decreased. Then the function of plasma protein. First, defensive mechanism of the body. Gamma globulin that mainly plays an important role in the defensive mechanism of the body. It acts as an antibody, that is also called immunoglobulin, and react with an antigen of various microorganisms like diphtheria, typhoid, streptococcal infection, mumps, influenza, measles, hepatitis, rubella. So, gamma globulin is act as an antibody and react with the antigen of different harmful microorganisms and try to protect our body from these harmful diseases. Then second function is coagulation of blood. Fibrinogen and prothrombin that plays an important role in the coagulation of blood. Then maintain osmotic pressure of blood. At the capillary level, different types of proteins, substance that can passes through the capillary membrane easily. But the plasma protein, due to their large sizes, they cannot passes the capillary membrane easily and they remains in the blood. This protein exert the colloidal blood pressure in the blood. Osmotic blood pressure exerted by the blood plasma is about 25 mmHg. That is the most normal condition. That is important for maintain our body function. The concentration of albumin exerts maximum pressure, next globulin, and fibrinogen exerts less pressure. The albumin concentration can exert almost 70 to 80% of the pressure of blood. Then the regulation of acid-base balance. Mainly albumin plays an important role in regulation of acid-base balance in the blood because of their buffering action. In acidic pH, NH2 act as a base and it is forms NH3+. And in the basic pH, COOH act as a acid and forms COO-. So for this buffering action, they can regulate and maintain acid-base balance of the body. Plasma protein are mainly responsible for 15% of buffering capacity of the blood. Then viscosity of blood. Plasma protein provide viscosity to the blood, which is then important to maintain the blood pressure. Albumin and fibrinogen provides the maximum viscosity of blood. Then transport mechanism. Blood plasma are essential for the transport of various substances of the blood. For example, albumin, alpha and beta globulin are responsible for the transport of hormone enzyme. And alpha and beta globulin are also play an important role in the transport of metals in the blood. Mainly it helps in the iron transport in our body. Then role in erythrocyte sedimentation rate. Where erythrocyte means or RBC sedimentation rate. So erythrocyte sedimentation rate or ESR, it is an important diagnostic and prognostic tool. erythrocyte sedimentation rate or ESR. It is a regular basis test in the labs, and these tests are also helpful for the detection of different types of disease, for example anemia. Fibrinogen and globulin accelerate the tendency of Rux formation by RBC, which is responsible for the ESR. So in the ESR test, basically ESR test is mainly responsible or based on the Rux formation of the RBC. The time that is needed for the Rux formation of RBC, it is detected by the ESR test. So fibrinogen and globulin help to Rux formation of the RBC. So that's why it is also helps to maintain the level of the ESR value. Then the role in suspension stability of RBC. During circulation, RBC remains suspended uniformly in the blood, which is called suspension stability. And after the suspension, this Rux formation of the RBC are formed. Globulin and fibrinogen are mainly helps in the suspension stability of the blood. Then role in genetic info. Many plasma protein exhibits polymorphism. Then the production of Trephon substance. Trephon substance are necessary for nourishment of tissue cells in culture and growth of the cells. These substances are produced by the leukocyte from the plasma protein. Then the last function of plasma protein is role as a reverse protein. During fasting or inadequate food intake or inadequate protein intake, the plasma protein are utilized by the body tissue as the last source of the energy. So, plasma protein are utilized by the body tissue as the last source of the energy. It is the most important point. Please remember that. By the tissue macrophages, plasma protein are split into the amino acid and then it is taken back by the blood and distributed throughout the body to form cellular protein molecules. That's why plasma protein are called reverse protein. Then there is some physiologic condition of the blood plasma. The first condition is hyperproteinemia. The condition when the level of blood plasma is increased is called hyperproteinemia. There is some causes of the hyperproteinemia are dehydration, leukemia, rheumatoid arthritis, excess of glucocorticoids, hemolysis, congestive cardiac failure, acute infection like acute hepatitis and acute nephritis, then alcoholism. Then there is some effect of the hyperproteinemia. Swelling, loss of muscle mass, lack of growth in the children. Then the second condition is hypoproteinemia. The condition when the level of blood plasma is decreased is called hypoproteinemia. Then there is some causes of hypoproteinemia. First, malnutrition, diarrhea, hemorrhage, cirrhosis of liver, hypothyroidism, anemia, prolonged starvation, pregnancy. So in the time of the pregnancy, protein level can be decreased. Chronic infection like chronic hepatitis and chronic nephritis. Then the effect of hypoproteinemia. Decreased pressure of plasma protein, edema of body tissue, water retention. Then the variation of plasma protein level. Plasma protein are include albumin, globulin and fibrinogen. The condition when albumin level are increased, it is called hyperalbuminemia, and when the level of the albumin become decreased, it is called hypoalbuminemia. In the hyperalbuminemia, dehydration, excess of glucocorticoid, congestive cardiac failure are occurs, and in the hypoalbuminemia, malnutrition, cirrhosis of liver, burns, hypothyroidism, nephrosis, excessive intake of water are occurs. And the condition when the globulin level become increased, it is called hyperglobulinemia. Cirrhosis of liver, chronic infection, rheumatoid arthritis, nephrosis are occurs. And in the condition when the globulin level become decreased, it is called hypoglobulinemia. Emphysema, acute hemolytic anemia, glomerulonephritis, hypogammaglobulinemia occurs. Then the fibrinogen. When the fibrinogen level become increased, acute infection, rheumatoid arthritis, glomerulonephritis, myocardial infection, shock, trauma are occurs. And in the condition when the fibrinogen level become decreased, liver dysfunction occurs. It is mainly due to the use of anabolic steroid and use of phenobarbital. So these all are the condition occurs due to the increase or decrease of our plasma protein level. So that's all. If you like this video, please like, comment and subscribe my channel and also share it with your friends. Thank you everyone.